Hello folks, welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. I have recorded an initial comment of 20 minutes because a friend of mine just sent me a message and told me, hey, since the 18th you didn't provided any initial comment, anything for free subscribers. Yeah, you are right. I tried 18 minutes and I thought, what a waste of time. Why should I do that? For what exactly? To bore my subscribers? Also my paid subscribers? No. I just don't have anything we can talk about. We could talk about inflation waves. We did that several times. We could talk about Binance, CZ. We did that several times. We could talk about FTX and Sam. How is Sam going? I don't care. I hope just he will spend his whole life in jail. So I wouldn't care about that and I wouldn't talk about that. So I stopped the record and I'm going to do what I expected. I'm going to talk about the market. So it is what it is. I'm not going to start to invent any topics just to entertain you in my initial comments. That wasn't the purpose from the beginning. It's not going to change. Just to make it sure. But we can talk a little bit about what's happening in the market. As you see, I needed a little bit just because my resistance level was here, and then we did that here, we retraced that area, and it seems it's now clear that our resistance level was 29,574 instead of 29,300. We lifted up, and as you see, oh, I need my, where is my magic? My magic, epic, is it epic? Where's my pen? Epic pen, yeah! I forgot. So if we check, for example, here the epic pen, we can see we tried just to push up here, we failed, we tried to push up here, we failed. So we had to almost one break and one, we tried to break intent. Then we had the same here, and well, we had different retests here who failed. For example, here failed, actually here failed. Then first failed, the second was a breakout without any kind of retest, it seems. We had a little break then directly down, and yeah, so you know, at the same time we did here the double top. And now we are going down, but not really crazy down. We are going step by step. We are going down and down and down. And yes, I mean, we have this channel here as well, and that was really nice because we bounced here once, you know, we had the retest, we bounced once, we tried the second time, and then we had our break. And now it's going down. Actually, at the moment, it would indicate if we go more down, it will go directly to 28.5, 28.7, something like that. That's at the moment how it's looking like. And obviously, if that's the case, you can see, I mean, it's going down. They are not even just liquidating a lot of high leverage longs, otherwise I'm missing a little bit the pace. I mean, right now it happened. You could see how it jumped just a little bit more down, indicating they liquidated some longs. 28.5 could be the possible target here, so means we will go a little bit more up, we will retest that area, then go a little bit, but everything looks too like just softly distribution. We are going down, distributing, waiting to get some absorbers, and the whole candle retrace a little bit, then we go over again while we are receiving more bitcoins and more bitcoins and more bitcoins. While we know that miners were the leading here. So obviously, yeah, it doesn't look extremely bearish, but at the moment doesn't look bullish at all. We need to see, I guess. We will go down. It's going to be exciting what will happen at 20, actually at 29 or maybe even 28.9, because that's where last time we bounced. Everything could, like at the end, as you can see, like a dead cat bounce. So we went down, dead cat bounce, we will go down directly to 27,500, for example. Will be another scenario, or going then down to 26.7 as well. So we need to check today if we can find anything. We have seen just in the recent days that option traders started to shift more to bullish than to bearish, at least for the next month. And we need to see if everything keeps being that, like that, if something have changed or not. And that's what we are doing now. So we are going to check now the remaining data. And yeah, so let us go forward. So as we see here, at the moment, the weights ratio 30 days moving average, it bounced, it retraced a little bit. It's at 46.5 at the moment. And we need to see what's going to happen next, because the weights ratio yesterday was at 40K. Usually from here it should go up once again, indicating they will send even more Bitcoins afterwards. That's something we need to check. And that's almost everything at the moment here. If we go forward, we see they send stablecoins to push up the price. Afterwards, it seems at the moment the whole thing was like a pump and dump, just to push up with stablecoins to cash out. Now they are reducing a lot, 200 million less in just 9 hours almost. While the weights ratio 72 hours is still declining, just because, as you can see, they let the price go up and now it's declining. We will see how far it's going to decline, but yeah, everything in slow motion, just in slow motion, step by step. I mean, that's a good thing. If that's the new pace of crypto, means it's adapting much more to the traditional market. That's maybe not that bearish. Anyway, we will go forward and check. As you see, even the net flow here is not indicating, it's more in favor of outflows than inflows. That's at least what CryptoQuant is indicating. Ways I was checking some Telegram accounts where they are indicating that they are receiving more Bitcoins and more Bitcoins and more Bitcoins. That's something that we will check together just in the next charts as well, in the next chapters. And yeah, that's it from here. So you can see that now you would say, wow, 9,176 Bitcoins. That's not the thing. The thing is, someone is absorbing, not completely everything, but usually 1,000, 2,000. So it declines to 6 or 7,000. And then you see another one who is sending 3,000 Bitcoins. And we are getting more Bitcoins, more Bitcoins, more Bitcoins. Everything looks like, you know, a little bit like we have here just a deal between two big entities. One have a lot of Bitcoins, the other has a lot of demand and liquidity, and says, look, let us make it just something like a range between 29 and 30K. We play around there. I will absorb everything. Okay, it's fine for you. That's a little bit how it looks like. Let me refresh. 9,176, now 9,656. If we go down, we can see also here it's declining a lot. And now you can see what's happening here. We received recently a lot. For example, here a few hours ago, just before we went down, that's where I tweeted just a guy just showing he is prepared, so ready In the background, it shows a red bag. I thought it was extremely clear what this video is indicating or showing, but for many it seems it wasn't. Anyway, what we also see is that the Bitcoin balance on the centralized exchanges are lifting up again, indicating we are receiving more Bitcoins and more Bitcoins and more Bitcoins. And you know, I still think 22k could be. Now you could say, are you crazy? 22k as a correction? Yes, that was a correction as well. And we did from 30 to almost 25. So to go down to 22 would be. And we would accumulate then a lot of shorts. A lot. Because at the moment, we are still overlonged. At least based on Binance data. So we need to check. And you can see, I mean, daily, almost 9,000 Bitcoins. Only today we received. So today means in the last 20 hours, almost 21 hours, we received almost 9,000 Bitcoins. More than outflows. Just to make it, it's net flow, okay? So if we go now forward, we see also here, it's definitely also a bearish balance, 400 millions in the last 24 hours, 400 millions outflow in fiat, almost 600 millions inflow in crypto. If we check here in the last 12 hours, we received 650 millions in BTC, only 250 millions outflow. It's extremely bearish. We have here almost a gap of 450 millions. We received 570 millions USD, but at the same time 880 millions outflow. So ETH, I don't know, I don't see any ETH to be honest. XRP this time more bullish, so it is a bullish, at least here it's a very bullish balance. And well, I mean, TRX, it's, what is that? That's wash trading. that's someone sent and someone received. Okay, thanks. Obviously, while everything looks more red today, we are still here, fear and greed at 51. So it seems that, and that maybe explains everything. If you want to create fear, it's only because you want to buy the dip. If you just are doing what they are doing, just decline once big, let the price go up, that's pure distribution. You don't want to buy the dip yet. It's just pure distribution. I'm selling. They are absorbing. When I see it's flipping, the sentiment is flipping, it's the time to create fear. And this time should happen. But every single time we decline, then afterwards we start to lift up, because they can at the same time accumulate late longs, high leverage late longs. They can wreck them afterwards. If we go forward, nothing have changed here as well. In the same last days, Binance has received 400 millions. Everything today a little bit more green. Just a spot volume maintains unchanged, and open interest just lifted up. When we check the breakdown of buy sells, we see that weights are on the seller side with 53.6% versus 46.4%. BTC TUSD is still the leader here with 48% of the pairs. BTC USD declined 5.5%. BTC USDT lifted up a little bit, 46.5%. Binance obviously still leading the whole centralized exchanges. Exchange breakdown here indicating 94.5% is here at the moment the winner. Bitfinex declined once again, are back to 5.5%. Usually FTX would show here up, but FTX doesn't exist anymore. Today one person could think that it wasn't Binance who killed FTX, it was Bitfinex and Tether. because they are the main winner here, it seems. So yeah, that's it. Let us go to futures. So futures, let us start with liquidation. They liquidated yesterday 177 bitcoins in longs, 250 bitcoins in short, so absolutely nothing. Both declined once again, so leverage ratio, open interest, while the funding rate is lifting up a little bit. That's what's indicating. One thing, just before we continue, that should be also very interesting is, for me, almost our hedge funds very interesting here, because these guys are, in my opinion, those who are, the big gamblers of the crypto market. And if you check here, they started to decline end of June, their longs, from 941 millions to, and that was actually week, so for, just 2 days ago, to 370 millions. We are talking about almost 600 millions. They did as well on the shorts by 300 millions. We still have there 1.3 billion versus 370 millions. I mean, we know that arbitrage is also part of the game, and that I guess it's explaining why both declined. But if I check and compare the volume here, it's obviously they reduced a lot of longs, really a lot of longs. And well, I mean, it's playing out very well for them, because the price is declining at the moment, and I guess they are expecting even a bigger down. So if we now go here to Blockchain Whispers, we will see that, I thought we received a little bit more shorts, but it's not the case. We are receiving even again more longs. So indicating here 61 to 39, it's still better than yesterday, but it's not healthy at all. It's still very bearish in my opinion. 63 to 37 is even worse on Ethereum. We had 27 millions in shorts just a few hours ago on Bitfinex. Now we have 25 millions. The question is if someone is taking profit, if they are expecting now from here a double bottom and now we will push up or not. I wouldn't make such a bet because of the whole negative net flow, also indicating partly of them will go to derivative exchanges, but a big part usually also to spot, because we can see that with CBD, we can track that. Every single indicator always need a context. And what we see here, that longs declined also a little bit, nothing huge. That was today, just a few hours ago. Now let us just refresh. And wow, 350 million. Someone, it seems, is here using huge leverage. I still don't get how this works, to be honest. I think at some time I will die and will go missing this information. But it's indicating at 30,088 we have a liquidation cluster with 316 millions. At that price, it can just be one entity, and a big one, in my opinion. So usually I would expect we should go up then hard to liquidate them, because it would make sense. So also here we need to see, we can also see that also the gags here is indicating we should go up. If I'm interpreting here, I don't have any scale, but I think it was hitting up, it was to the purple. I don't see that. We need to check our gags. I guess it's better, but yeah. So indicating that if they want to liquidate something, then to push up hard, but they missed it. They just missed it. So yeah, that's it. let us go forward to options. So if we take a look here, we see that the bears are demanding actually 29k. That's the big magnet for today, indicating here puts having a scale of 2.98 while calls just 2.1. So indicating support area 29k and resistance area for, or resistance level for bulls would be 30k. Let me check. Yeah. So 29, we will see it could be the level where both start to fight a little bit, while it looks that bears are just demanding 29k because the 28 looks very weak, to be honest. If we check the GAX is at the moment at 102,000, so it still gives us a little bit more space to the downside than to the upside. But yes, we just need to check here. It's too early to say. We can go more up, more down. Actually, for just tomorrow, we still have here a max pain of 29. So I guess 29 should be the best. We can go even a little bit lower, 28.5, and then go a little bit more up to 29, because bears, if they are demanding 29, they feel much more comfortable below of 29 than above of 29. So it is still possible to make a visit to 28.5 and then lift up again. It would be possible. If we check now the strategies, okay, bear diagonal spread, long risk reversal, bull call spread, and bull diagonal spread. One is bearish, everything else looks very bullish to me. So we start with the bear diagonal spread with calls. If we check here, we have one single big one indicating for, well, relatively short term. It's indicating to see a price between 27 and 26.5, while they would prefer a break of 26.5. That's not bullish at all, while it's not looking that bad. It's not huge, but not that bad. And we have here another one, 27, 26.5, indicating between July 28th and August 4th. So long risk reversal is just like a long future, but based on options. If we check here, we have some, it's not huge, but they are indicating here until end of September, their liquidation level would be 26, 26, or even here 27, and they are expecting to see a price between 34 and 35. Yeah, also here some, but it's not big at all. No. That doesn't make sense here. Oh, okay, I know why. Okay, who cares? Bull call spread. Here we start, it's just one, okay, that's fine. Indicating here as well that, well, that's for next year, March, you know, it's not really useful at the moment, but indicating we should see a price between 35-50, but just indicating they would expect a price above 50k. If we go to the bull diagonal spread with calls, it's here, for example, also very interesting. That's really interesting. They are indicating here to until very short term to see a price between 26-27, while expecting to maintain above of 27. So to break 27 and to maintain there. So also indicating we should maintain 29. We can go a little bit more low, max pain 29. So it would be nice to maintain that area, that level until tomorrow. Then we could go up and then more down. So it would be possible. Something we should have in mind. Would be huge for a swing trade. That's it. Let us go forward. So if we check what's happening, here we can see once again, just as an explanation, we see the BTC USDT on Binance. So on Tether, the aggregated, but also on Binance, they are only selling, only selling. You know, when they are only selling, the big question is they are getting USDT back. So usually they will keep those USDT to buy later on the dip, for example, or they will redeem them. So send them back to Treasury or just directly. It depends if I don't know the terms of Binance. If with I don't know 300 millions of USDT you can just swap them, convert them in fiat directly on Binance. I doubt you can, because you know access to fiat system and so on and so forth. So I guess they need to send them back to Treasury, means to Tether, and they will redeem based on Tether's contract. That's why I would never as a way use Tether. It would be stupid to do it. But only if they give me a big discount. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Never, because the contract is showing you that the term for any kind of redemptions, they don't guarantee in what they are going to convert your tethers. You can receive maybe bonds, or you can receive gold or whatever, or Chinese. No, they don't have any commercial papers anymore. I forgot, but maybe some souvenirs from El Salvador, or I don't know. So something like that. And yes, so maybe that's what he said is indicating us that he's seeing, noticing huge amount of stablecoin of USDT outflows, where he knows that there isn't enough liquid to redeem all of them. But it's just my interpretation and just a theory, but just to tell and just to say. So if we go forward, BUSD lifted up, but we are not talking about any kind of big volume. USD relatively flat, so it's maintaining, and you can see what happened. So the main driver here at the end was once again here mainly stablecoin futures. Now they are also just selling like the Bitcoin collateral futures, and well, Bitfinex or at least Tether pairs were selling all the time, pure distribution. If we now go forward, that's TUSD doing exactly the same, not bad. I mean, they started here at that was 4 days ago, and they sold more, because that's CBD is like a little bit like the net flow. They sold almost 2,800 bitcoins more than they bought, and at least it's very consistent what the aggregated pairs are doing as well. On Binance BUSD, as mentioned, they are lifting up, but not that much. Bitfinex is not doing anything. Bybit is right down, also not doing anything, declining at the moment a little bit. But Coinbase declined, not that bad. I mean, 900 bitcoins now, also maintaining here. Bitstamp lifted up and it's declining now. Kraken, I don't know what Kraken is doing, to be honest. I really don't know. It looks also here a little bit different, to be honest, but okay. And Gemini also relatively flat. Well, Perp has here my own setup. Here we go. And also, nothing to see here, so We had here the biggest volume, and now we are creating here the biggest volume, also indicating, I guess, that some are now longing here. It would make sense because we have here a POC of futures. They are retesting the POC, and now it should fail, and that's, it seems, it's what's happening. It's at 29,170, let us say 29,200. So if we check here, for example, we can now refresh if something changed. Basically not. Only OKEX looks negative, Bybit on CoinMargin, Kraken and OKEX, but Binance still looks more positive. Bybit here still positive, Kraken positive, BitMEX positive, indicating also CoinMargin here positive, still indicating they are demanding more longs than shorts at the moment. Even it's declining, but that's what we can see there. I'm always checking here because I'm still waiting to see such kind of move to receive 600, 500 millions of stablecoins. Just not happening. Yesterday, the whole move was mainly pushed by with Tether, and also a little bit of USDC, but mainly with Tether, while someone with BUSD were selling. And you can see they were selling here. What was that? Come on. 18 millions here, and I think also 16 millions here. So someone is cashing out with BUSD, selling with BUSD. If we now check the entities, we see that retailers buying more, here declining a little bit, declining, tendency is declining, lifting up, and nothing. Now we can go forward. Let me refresh just in case. That's the miners outflow. And yeah, nothing have changed today. Still today, 6,600. Yesterday it was, for example, oh no, that was yesterday. Sorry, we don't have anything yet. For yesterday, 6,600. Then on Tuesday was 8,600 bitcoins, and Monday 7,000 bitcoins. I mean, it reduced a lot if we see what they did just last week and the week just before. But however, they are still sending. I don't know why CryptoQuant is always doing the same. Now fund holdings are also declining from 696,000 now to almost 600 bitcoins. It's just a joke. So nothing. Futures taking more and more of the control over the market, and that's it. So let us start with Coinbase. Coinbase still waiting here at 28,500, but also here, for example, bringing some liquidity. I guess 28,500 will be the last bigger candle wick, while they are just buying here. So DCAing a little bit. It seems, the delta is negative here, the delta is negative here, negative here. So also indicating they are selling spot more than buying at the moment. That's what their CBD is indicating. And I mean, check that here up. If we take a look here, it's just indicating they are ready to absorb a lot until 14,800 or almost 15,000. If that's the case, it's also indicating they have actually a plan. Double bottom, 15k, push up hard, hitting 50k until end of the year. Will be that possible? Yes, it could be. I'm recommending to do it, to buy Bitcoin at 15k. No, I'm not going to recommend you anything. Yeah. So I'm not even sure if I will jump in, to be honest, because I'm still missing a lot of solid steps regarding regulation and so on and so forth. Still too, not really clear. Well, on Bitstamp, they removed here the liquidity. They are here protecting at 29.7 now, while at the same time 28.5 waiting, and we have here concentration at 27.6. If we now go to BTC USDT on Binance, also here they moved some liquidity to the downside, also between 28.1 and 27.8. So instead of 28.5, we could go maybe a little bit more down. Let me check. That's the 1 day time frame, indicating their biggest liquidity level would be 22. Why they removed here some liquidity as well. At the moment, obviously here waiting at 28, you can see between 27.8 and actually 28.5. Also here it ends at 15k. So they reduced a lot of liquidity to the downside, and now here's the limitation. So they spread their liquidity until 15k. And you see, sometimes it's really good to see what they did when we check the box. We did twice a nice retest, we failed. Now we are here at MA50, it seems, or something. But if we break this one, we could go much lower. So BTC TUSD, if we check here, they removed here liquidity at 28.5. Now they are reinforcing 27. While here everything unchanged. We have a little now at 29.500 waiting there just to maintain the price below. With BUSD reinforcing 23, 26. Yeah, but nothing have changed here as well. Bitfinex BTC USD. Wow, what happened here? Wow, what is that? Okay, that's an arrow. That's a obviously it has to be an arrow because it's indicating that someone bought on Bitfinex 8,200 bitcoins and they sold 5,000. Never have seen such a volume on Bitfinex. Look there. Means the price was very close to zero, if not even zero. It does make, yeah, it was, the lowest was 72 cents. Just imagine someone big sold that much and dropped the price to 72 cents, and you bought some bitcoins at 72 cents. Jesus, I would be a Bitcoin maxi afterwards. Oh my god. But that's actually, I'm absolutely sure that's a problem with Bitfinex data API or whatever. So OKEX, nothing to see here. Kraken BTC USD, also nothing to see here, just waiting here, also 28.5 and now protecting 30k. KuCoin, they removed liquidity to the downside, also very interesting, waiting at 28. BitMEX, nothing. Bybit derivatives, nothing. No, not even with Tether. Now BTC USDT, Binance, short liquidity waiting there between 29.5 and 30, and also here between 28.6 and 28.3, and also lower, too long at 15,200. That doesn't look that tiny. Wow. Almost 1,000 bitcoins they're waiting. Just imagine they will go down to 15k. Like Capo said, the biggest fake rally in history. And what will then really the community have to stand up and just to say, sorry, Capo, we were wrong and you were right. Because even Capo or Capo and me and some others were expecting such a stuff, and we maintained very bearish while many just flipped to extremely bullish. Would be crazy. If that happens, we will go down to 15k just to form this double bottom. Really, people need to show if they have some respect and balls to say sorry to him, because what the community did to him was extremely, it demonstrated once again, people and money, it's a very toxic combination, unfortunately. BTC BUSD 28k here. And Capo, just another, Capo is so neutral. He's so bullish on crypto in general. Just to make it's different than me, because I have a different principle. I think to bring some critic on the table, make something better. If I like something, I try to make it better. If I don't care about something, that's the issue. That's the problem. I wouldn't try to make it better. But when I'm saying, hey, I don't like Tether, it's not because I just want to see Tether at zero and to bring the whole crypto market down. It's just we need fair principles, transparent. We need to live, not only to blah blah blah, not only to talk about, yeah, it's freedom, crypto is the future, crypto is transparency, but at the same time we are bullish on a shit like Tether. It does make sense. That's paradox. And that's why I'm that extremely bearish on Tether. I would love to see it disappears tomorrow, because it would crypto make just better. That's the only thing. But just few understand that. So Bitfinex here waiting to short at 30,400, even here at 30k, while longing at 28.5 at the moment. That's what they are indicating here. Kraken futures, it's pure algo shit. OKEX futures, nothing. KuCoin futures, nothing. And Deribit, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nada. Niente. Absolutely nothing. Only to the upside. Just a blog. Please, please, please go out so I can short, please. It's just nothing. Okay, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, and trends, and dogs and cats and whatever you are. So let us go forward. So if we now go forward and we check, the big question now is, what the fuck are we going to retest? Are we going to retest that we are now back on our channel? We go up to 29.2, retest, fail, and then go down, hitting 28.6. Would make sense. Or are we just maintaining now just over the weekend? Then at 29,140 we will go down. Just Friday evening wouldn't be the first time. Would be something like a deja vu for me. Or we will go up and retest, for example, here at 29.3, then go down, then play around a little bit, and then finally go down and 28.6. So we have different scenarios here. And just to show you what I meant just before, these guys need just to bring something like, yeah, it doesn't matter, a dark mode or something. Anyway, it declined, as you see, by 1,600 bitcoins again. And it will take just 1-2 hours again. We will receive 2-3,000 because that's what they are doing since a while. If we refresh 8394, no, not at the moment, will take a little bit more. So yeah, means in my opinion something like that should happen. Oh, it was open already. Go here and then start to play around here, you know, push up, because you know, and play around, and maybe that, and maybe we are really crazy, and then something like that. So wrecked, a lot of wrecked, because that's what it is. It's a wrecked market. It's a wrecked market, and that's not a bull market wrecked market. A bull market is not a wrecked market. A bull market is absolutely not a wrecked market. But a bear market is a wrecked market, because that's what they love to do. But they also love to accumulate then in lower areas. And if we go down hard, and we are going to see 15K, they will accumulate there. If we are really going to make this kind of double bottom, what some are just forecasting and saying, yeah, double bottom, something I have said, I can imagine even to go to 12,000, even to 10,000 will be also possible. Depends a lot of what is going to happen with different events, what's going to happen with Department of Justice related to Binance, what's going to happen with regulation, what's going to happen with the economy in general, and so on and so forth. It's also for me the first time that I'm trading crypto in such environment. I can forecast certain things, but timing, it's also for me a big secret. How much time it takes to make such moves and so on and so forth. I'm learning. I'm also making my lessons in this year and even last year, for example. And yeah, we all are learning here a lot. And don't forget, because what we are learning here, it's going to be crucial for the future. This market is not going to die. This market will change. But it's absolutely crucial to see what's happening here. We will use this knowledge later on in our favor, obviously. So yeah, back in our channel, as next we need to see what's going to happen here. So as mentioned, 28.6 would be here a nice bounce area to push up, and maybe then make such crazy 30K and then go down once again, because that means we will go down 28.6. That will be almost here. Let us make here, for example, okay, let us say we are going 28.3. Let me make here just almost 28.4, 28.3, something like that. So, and then 30,400 means down, play around here, then push up. Trigger FOMO. Okay, that would be absolutely sick if they do that. It wouldn't surprise me, but if they do that, that would be sick. And then, no, it's not a dig. It would be such kind of head and shoulders, and then whew, down like hell. So we need to see what's going to happen here. It's going to be very exciting. We need to make, as usual, step by step, check the market, check the data, make conclusions. At the moment, I would expect just to retrace a little bit and then go down even more. But obviously, we should make today at 29K a break, so we can go a little bit lower, but the pace will reduce even more. Maintain until tomorrow because of the max pay in 29. We can go a little bit lower, we can go a little bit higher, but maintain this price. And then from Friday morning on, so from tomorrow on, we need to see what's going to happen. Big love. See you tomorrow, Friday. I'm happy already that tomorrow is Friday. So tired hugs to you, and we will see us tomorrow. Bye bye. Your Inspo.